Let's get started. So, I wanted to check if you guys know tables well. Are you guys comfortable with tables? Table till which number? Till 20? Okay, how about Ayush? You are comfortable with table till which number? 20? How about Manas? 15? Let's quickly check. 50?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's so bad.
That's a lot. But let's check. See, it's not about, see, why we are trying to, or why we need to learn tables. I'll do one thing. I will, let me just send a message to all the kids. That class has started. Alright, I will close the door so that I can stop the traffic coming from outside. Traffic outside. So, knowing table is important because that makes calculation much faster, much more effective and quick. Obviously fast and quick is the same. So let's quickly check. So you know Kian table till 20? 8 8 8 times 8.
64.
9 times 7.
63.
13 times 5.
13 times 7?
Mm-hmm. 65. Don't even doubt. So whatever you remember, say it. If it's incorrect, I'll let you know. 40 times 7.
14 times 7?
Mm-hmm.
78.
98.
Uh,
Yeah. So whenever you get 5 minutes during the day, right? Just pick up any table, okay? Let me say, if I know table of 13, 31, 13, 36, 39, 34, 32, 35, 65, 36, 78, 37, 91, 38, 104, 39, 117, 30, 130. Okay, I remember it. Let me see, 40. So, it doesn't take much time. I just set the table of 13 in less than 30 seconds. You just need 5 minutes every day, okay? Let's check with Manas. Manas table till. Manas, I can only see your hair. Where is your face? Yeah. Table till, Manas? Table till which number? 50?
50.
Okay. 12 times 5.
The what? 12 times 5?
Uh-huh.
60.
13 times 7.
91.
78. 13 times 7 is 91. Okay. 14 times 8.
112.
112. 16 times 5.
16 times 5. 8.
80.
16 times 5, right?
Yep. 80.
80.
So yeah, I mean, you guys know tables, which is good, but need to practice. It has to come quick. Okay? Let's check with Ayush. Ayush, table till
20.
14, 20.
Yeah.
20, okay. 8 times 9.
What?
8 times 9.
73.
72. 6 times 5.
What?
6 times 5.
30.
12 times 8.
96.
13 times 7.
Yeah. What?
13 times 7.
91.
14 times 8. Hu- 14 times 8. 8. 112. So, even if you guys think that you know tables, it is good that you know tables, but I would want you guys to memorize it such that if I say 17 times 5, it should come 85 in less than a second. That is how you'll be able to make better use of the tables. Okay? Alright. So, where did Manas go? Okay, Manas is back.
It logged me out on accident.
Okay, not a problem. So, today we want to talk about ratio, rates and percentage.
Oh, wait, you're reading that.
Yeah, we'll talk about ratio, rate and percentage, and then we'll talk about some word problems relating to linear equations. What is a ratio?
Well, when I think about a ratio, I normally think about it as when, like, it can be used for, like, let's say, if it says 5 dogs and 2 cats, right? I think of it as, like, that, like, 5, that those 2 dogs and then 2. That's, like, how much the number, like,
It's a way to compare. Okay?
yeah.
Ayush, are you clear about that part? If I'm saying I have, let's say this is the number of apples I have. I have this many apples. And let's say Kian has, this is Biren, this is Kian. Kian has, let's say, 15 apples. What is the ratio of apples between Biren and Kian? I will say 8:15. If I say what is the ratio between Kian and Biren, then it will become 15:8. So basically, whichever is the first one in the ratio, that is set as your reference, and the second number is compared against that. Okay? If I am looking at Kian as a base, then this is used as a reference, and this number is compared against this number. So let's say you can also write this as 8/15 or 15/8. These are different representations. So ratio can be represented in the form of a fraction. Okay? Whatever is coming first, that is your numerator. Whatever is coming second, that is your denominator. Now, next thing is, keep the torch aside, Manas. Torch will distract you. So, ratio is nothing but a way to compare two things. Okay? You always calculate a ratio between two things. Okay? Now, so ratio part is okay. It's simple comparison of two numbers. When you can divide one by the other number and write in the form of a fraction. Okay? Now, what is rate? Is that sound bothering you? No? Okay. That sound is for bothering the mosquitoes, not humans. Okay. Yes. Anybody, what is a rate?
A rate? A ratio or rate?
Ratio we talked about. I'm coming to rate now. Yeah.
I don't know what a rate is.
Explain it, but it's kind of like a percentage, and like the chance of something happening.
No, that is probability. Ayush, do you know what is rate? Ayush, unmute yourself and be with me without any distraction for next 45 minutes.
A rate is when it compares two quantities with units.
And one more time.
A rate is when it compares two different quantities with a rate. Unit.
Rate is something when you compare two numbers or two quantities when the units are different. Now, let's look at a scenario. What is the rate of potato today, $3 per pound. $3 per pound. See, in the numerator we are talking about dollar, in the denominator we are talking about pound. They are different units. This is for measuring money, this is for measuring weight. Car runs at 70 miles per hour. Per hour. This is miles. This is time. So when we are comparing numbers, 70 miles every 1 hour. So look at the when your denominator, numerator and denominator have different units. Right? What is the rate at which I'm studying? I'm studying 2 books every 3 days. 2 books per 3 days. See, this and this are different units. Yeah? So when you look at ratio, you will see that I was comparing apples to apples. My count of apple to Kia's count of apple ratio. When I am coming to rate, I change the unit. Okay? Let's say somebody says I earn $2,000 per month. This is the rate at which somebody is earning. So when you are looking at your numerator and denominator being different units, that's when it is rate. Okay? 5 maths every class. Yeah? So when your units are different, that's when it is called rate. When your units are pretty much the same, that is when it is ratio. Is that okay, everybody? Okay. Now what is percentage? What is percentage?
The amount something is being subtracted from or used from 100.
Subtracted.
Yeah.
Ayush, any idea what is percentage?
It's like, how do I explain?
Can you guys see the whole board okay? What happened? Manas is happy.
I don't understand it. I'm happy because, like, I'm learning it.
Oh yeah.
And letting me, I'm going to know it, but I just don't.
Okay, don't worry about it. Now everybody has heard this term percentage, right? People will say, oh, I got 50%, I got 80% marks, I got 20% discount, my cost is increased by 30%. Yeah, these are terms that you would have heard so many times. My salary increased by 20%. I got 30% hike. These are the terms that you would have heard so many times. That means percentage is a very integral part of our life. We cannot live without percentage. So we have to be very clear. Now Thanksgiving is coming. We'll say, okay, there is a 40% discount on Nike shoes. What exactly is 40%? Now let's break it down. If I say 20%, okay? Let me write it in English. 20 per cent. Okay? I just wrote it in the most crude form. Okay? 20%, which could have been written as this. I'm writing it the way I would read it. Okay? 20%. Now, this cent is nothing but a short form of century. Do you know what is a century?
1,000.
100. If any of you have ever watched a cricket match, or even say this is 21st century. This is 21st century. So century stands for 100. When you say 20th century, you're talking about this. 20th century. 21st century will be like this. Yeah? So from 2001 till 2099, it is called 21st century. Okay. After it becomes 2100, that will be or this 2001 till 2100. Okay, year. This is called 21st century. So we are in 21st century because we are here, somewhere in the middle. Okay, it is more than 20th century, but less than 21st century. So it's in that range actually. But anyways, let's not worry about this part. What I'm trying to emphasize here is a century is nothing but 100. Century is nothing but 100. Now let's read it like English. 20 per 100. 20 per 100. Right? How do you write it? 3 glass of milk per day. That is how you write it, right? This slash or you can say 3 glass per day. So this line I can read as per. Okay? Ayush, am I making sense so far?
Yes.
So 20%. 20% is 100. Now look at it. Now you are going for Thanksgiving shopping. Somebody says, and again I'm not teaching you any math, I'm teaching you guys English right now. Somebody says there's a 30% discount. Okay? So let's say the price of this shoe that you picked up was $120. Okay? And it says 30% discount, meaning you have to pay 30% less. How much is that? So let's look at it like English, okay? 30%. So 30% of 120. That is the discount I'm going to get.
$36.
Is it 36? We'll find it out.
120
Yeah.
So that goes.
Did you see what I did?
Yeah.
I did not do any calculation. I did not tell you guys any formula. Whatever I said, I wrote it in the mathematical way. 30% off. This multiplication is nothing but off. Of 120. So then you can do the calculation. It became 120 into 30 becomes 3600 by 100. 10, 10, 10, 10 gone, 36. So you are getting $36 discount on a shoe that was priced at 120. So what you have to pay is 120 minus 36. This is a discount. You subtract it and you have to pay $84. So now when you go for Thanksgiving shopping or Christmas shopping, and when you see a discount thing, okay, let me say you went for to another store and they said you picked up a, let's say, a watch, and the watch says $220. That is a sticker on it. Okay? And outside the store they are saying 20% discount. So 20% of the price of the watch. So this is a discount. $44?
No, you have to subtract it.
Yeah. So $44 is your discount, and you have to subtract that amount from this one, so you'll pay that much. But percentage, now with whatever we have done so far, any number, if somebody says find out 80% of 5,000, find out 80% of 5,000. You will not worry about it. You don't have to memorize any formula. 80% of the number. Yep.
3,500.
What is that, right?
3,500, I think.
4,000.
That's 400,000.
No, 4,000.
5,000 times 8.
By you divide by 100.
Oh, I'm not done. I'm just saying like 80 times, what do you call times?
And I will teach you guys one trick here. When you are multiplying this, okay, look at this here. You have 3 zeros at the end and you have 1 zero at the end here. Okay. What you can do is ignore the zeros, multiply the numbers. If you have zeros at the end, okay, if you have 101 to be multiplied by something, then don't do it. Okay. If you have only the zero at the end, ignore the zeros, okay, and multiply the numbers. 8 and 5 becomes 40. 8 times 5 is 40. Then 1, 2, 3 zeros and 1 more zero. 4 zeros. And if you same way, if you're dividing by, let's say, something, if you have zeros at the end, here also zero at the end, you can keep trimming them towards the end. 1 0, 1 0 gone. 1 0, 1 0 gone. You got 4,000. So if you have to multiply 20 into 80, what you will do is, you will multiply 2 and 8 because you have zeros at the end. 2 and 8, when you multiply, it becomes 16. Then you have 1 0 and 1 more 0. 2 zeros. Done. Okay? Is that okay, guys? So we saw what is ratio when you are comparing similar numbers. We saw what is rate when you are measuring something against a different unit, be it miles per hour, this many dollars per pound, 5 stories per day, 5 classes per month, right? When your numerator and denominator have different units, that is when it is called rate. Okay, 3 glasses of water per day. Okay, that is when we are talking about rate. And percentage is nothing but a story that I told you guys. Okay, now let's look at some problems that we wanted to solve. And the goal is, we wanted to look at some of the word problems which actually involves very simple calculation, but how we solve them depends on how you are interpreting the story and then doing your calculation, and that transforms into like a linear equation. Okay, so let's not worry about linear equation, all that fancy stuff. Okay, simple rule that we will follow is, something that we know, we'll put that number. Something that we don't know, we can give it a name. Okay, let's say you guys forgot my name. What will you call me? You will call me teacher. And teacher, there could be thousands, millions of teachers across the globe. The day when you remember or recall my name, you'll say, oh, this teacher's name is Biren. But I'm still a teacher. Yeah. Similarly, when there are things that you don't know about or something that is to be found out, you'll give some name like X or Y. Okay. That's a rule of thumb that we'll follow. Let me pick up some problem that we wanted to solve. So let me pick up one problem. Okay, I'm reading one question and you guys pay attention to it. Ayush, Manas and Kia. Daniela's mom drove 27 miles on Saturday. Daniela's mom drove 27 miles on Saturday. So I'm writing the number 27 miles on Saturday. Okay, so that I don't forget. She stopped to put gas in her car. Daniela's mom drove 27 miles on Saturday. She stopped to put gas in her car. She spent $47.7. She spent $47.7. So she drove for this many miles and then she stopped to put gas in her car and she spent this much money. Spent 47.7 on 18 gallons. So she put 18 gallons of gas and she spent $47.7. How much did 1 gallon of gas cost? I'm reading the question one last time. So Ayush, Manas and Kian, just hear me one more time and then let's try solving it. Daniela's mom drove 27 miles on Saturday. She stopped to put gas in her car. She spent $47.7 on 18 gallons of gas. How much did 1 gallon of gas cost? Everybody heard the question? Go for it. Ayush, what would be your approach and answer for this? And Manas also. What is the approach? We have to be very clear about the approach first. Answer will come as a byproduct. Don't worry about it. Ayush, can you tell me what is your approach? What is that you understood from the question?
It wants us to know.
I'm sorry? Go ahead, Ayush. Your voice stopped. Can you try explaining that one more time, Ayush? What is going in your mind?
What I'm thinking of doing is division for the question.
You did not hear the question?
No, I'm thinking of doing division for question.
You have to be a little louder. Then only I can hear you.
I'm thinking of doing division for the question.
So you don't have to do it now. I'm saying what is that you understood from the question and how would you approach it? What will be your approach? Calculation you guys can do always. What is important is how do we interpret a question, how do we understand a question, and how do we think or make our plan for doing it. That's what I'm interested in right now. Manas, what's cooking up?
Just don't know the answer.
No, see, I'll tell you better, okay? I don't really care about the answer. That's what I keep telling all my kids. Okay? Answer is a byproduct. If I study well, I don't have to worry about my exam. So we'll focus on study, okay? Exam will be taken care. So that's what I wanted to hear from you. Yes, Ayush, any last thought before I do it?
No.
So that will not work, okay? I would want you guys to think, argue, debate, share your point of view, okay? Now, how about you, Kian? Any thoughts?
I prefer we have to divide it to say like how much dollars does each gallon cost.
Simple. That's it. See, I'm reading the question one last time. You guys are making a baby problem look like a monstrous problem, okay? It's a baby problem. Question says, Daniela's mom drove 27 miles on Saturday. Okay, she was driving 27 miles. She drove 27 miles on Saturday. She stopped to put gas in her car. Obviously she will stop at a gas station to put gas, right? I'm pretty sure she did not stop at Dollar Tree to put gas in the car. Yeah. So she stopped to put gas in her car. She spent $47.7 on 18 gallons of gas. How much did 1 gallon of gas cost? This information that we had, she drove this many miles. She could have driven 100 miles also, we don't care. What we care about is how much money she spent for how many gallons. That's what will tell me what is the cost of the gallon. What is the cost per gallon? Okay. So she spent for 18 gallons. Look at how I'm writing the whole story. 18 gallons, she spent $47.7. Correct? For 1 gallon, how much she will spend? 47.7 divided by 18. See? Or you put an equal to sign here. 18 gallons equals this many dollars. 1 gallon equals, look at this. When you are making some number cross, equal to sign. 18 gallons is like what? 18 into gallon. 18 into 1 gallon. So 1 gallon will be equal to, this comes from above to the bottom. Here. This many dollars per gallon. Okay, no, not per gallon. So 1 gallon, we are saying, gallon we are keeping here. So 18 goes here. So you will divide 47.7 by 18. That's it.
It's 2.61. It's 2.some.
Something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$2.65.
$2.65.
Yeah.
Ayush?
It's 2.65.
Okay. How about Ayush?
Agreed.
Agreed? Okay. I don't agree till I do it. So what I will do is I have 47.7 by divided by 8. 47.7 I can convert that into fraction and then divide by 18. I will write that as 18 over 1. So 1 0 and 1 0 I can remove. So it becomes 477 by 10 into 18 by 1. I am converting this division to multiplication. It flips upside down. And we'll find it out. So, okay. So here 477 is like 3 1 is 3, 3 6, 3 5 is 15, 3 9 is into 3 by 10 into 6 into 3. This 3 I can knock out. 159 divided by 60. So 15.9 divided by 6. Whatever it is. 6 2 is 12, 3 9 is 6 6 is 65. 2.65. Yeah, you're right. So you guys would have probably used calculator. I don't have a calculator with me. So I'm relying on basic calculation techniques. Yep. So Kian also did not have a calculator. You calculate by yourself. Okay. So calculator anyways we will have for our use later on. For now we will learn all the techniques. So here, what is the takeaway? It was a very simple question. We did not have to worry about it. We just have to read it, understand what the question is saying, and then put basic thoughts around it. Let's pick one more question. Ayush, this is from the same question list that you had shared, right? But one thing to be careful about is, whatever I'm doing here, I'm doing it step by step. I want you guys also to get into the habit of doing it step by step. Don't rush, okay? If you jump steps and if you go wrong, you would not know where did you go wrong and how to fix it, okay? I'm picking up the next problem, okay? Are you guys ready to listen to the next question? And what did we see here? It was a rate thing, right? This was $2.65 per gallon. Yeah? So, even if you don't want to learn this as a math, this is part of life for us. We keep coming across these things every day. After the class, Kian's mommy or daddy, somebody will come to pick him up. And they'll come at a certain speed. In the residential area, they will drive at 30 miles per hour. On the freeways, they will drive at 70 miles per hour. That 30 miles per hour, 70 miles per hour is nothing but rate. Because you are looking at distance as a numerator and hour as a denominator. Yep? Alright. Let's look at the next problem. Hear me out carefully, okay? And this time I would want you guys to solve it and explain that to me. Not the other way around. A baby weighed 6.5 pounds at birth. A baby weighed 6.5 pounds at birth. At the end of 11 months, the baby weighed 8 times its birth weight. How much did the baby weigh at the end of the 11 months? Reading one more time. A baby weighed 6.5 pounds. 6.5 pounds. A baby weighed 6.5 pounds at birth. At the end of 11 months, baby weighed 8 times its birth weight. 8 times its birth weight. How much did the baby weigh at the end of 11 months? Everybody heard the question? Manas, did you hear the question?
Yeah, it weighs 23.54 kgs. Or pounds, should I say.
We are talking pounds.
I got 52.
Yeah, so it's 23.54.
23.54. Ayush, what is your answer? Did you hear the question in the first place?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
52 and a half.
52 and a half? How much you said?
Sorry, let me have again. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. So Ayush, you were telling the answer. What is the answer?
52 and a half.
52 and a half? Okay. So I'm reading.
I meant like the kg is 23.5 whatever, and yeah, how much I usually got was,
No, so see, the thing is, there's no kg discussion happening right now. The weight of the baby at the time of birth is given in pounds. So after 11 months, what is the weight? After 11 months, what is the weight? That's what we have to find out. So let me see. Okay. So the question was simple, okay? Now let's look at it. The question says the baby weighed 6.5 pounds at the time of birth. And I'm cooked. As soon as I see a mixed number, I get worried. And I call out for help. And that help comes from my friend fraction. So let me first convert this to a fraction, okay? Fraction is my best friend. That's what I keep telling everybody, okay? When I'm dealing with mixed numbers or decimals or whole number, I try converting that to fraction, okay? Fraction makes my life easier. So would it do for you guys as well. So 6 1.5. When you are trying to convert a mixed number to a fraction, what it becomes?
You have to multiply the whole number by the denominator and the numerator, and then put that number over the
Mad. It's called mad. Multiply, add, divide. Okay? So 6 times 2 is 12 plus 113 by 2. So this was the weight of the baby, okay, at the time of birth.
Okay.
Now it says in 11 months, baby weighed 8 times its birth weight. So whatever was the weight at the time of birth, baby weighed 8 times this weight. So 13 by 2 into 8, this many pounds. Now 13 into 8, 8 I can write as 4 into 2 by 2, this many pounds. No, this 2 and 2 I can do tic-tac-toe. So I'm talking about 13 times 4, 52 pounds. That's it.
Oh. I got 47.168.
You should not. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
See, 13 into 8 by 2. Simple thing. First, this was the weight of the baby at the time of birth. If I can, this is a mixed number. Difficult to calculate, okay? Let's look at this. I converted this to fraction. By applying math, multiply, add, and then divide. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1 13 divided by 2. So this was the weight of the baby at the time of birth. In 11 months, the baby weighed 8 times its birth weight. So whatever was the birth weight multiplied by 8. 13 by 2 into 8. Now 8. So this becomes 13 into 8 by 2. Now this many pounds. This 8 I can break. See, I can do 13 into 8 and then divide by 2. That's a waste of time. I can simplify this. 13 and 8 I can write as 4 into 2. Divide by 2. This many pounds. This 2 and this 2 I can do tic-tac-toe. 13 times 4, 52. Did you see the difference between your answer and my answer?
Yes.
Always look at simplifying the things. Okay? Remember one thing, there is one problem that you all are dealing with, and that problem is very, very serious. That is, your teacher doesn't have much intelligence. We have to always look at doing things in a very simple way. Now Manas is worried. I got trapped with a less intelligent teacher. Okay. No, but on a serious note, always, whenever you are dealing with a problem, always look at simplifying things. Look at it in a very simple way, okay? If you have to choose between multiplying decimal versus multiplying fractions, convert decimal to fraction, then multiply. That's easier. Okay? If somebody says, find out 6.5 times 4, I can do it, but I can go wrong. What I will do is, let me convert 6.5 into a fraction. This becomes 65 by 10. 65 I will write as is, 1 for the decimal and 1 digit, so 1 0. Multiply by 4. 65 I can write as 35 into 5, 65. 4 I can write as 2 into 2. Now in the denominator I have 10. So 5 into 10, 5 into 2. Now see, tic-tac-toe. 13 times 2 is 26, easy. Yeah? If somebody says 2.7 into 3.3, if you try multiplying it this way, it might take you longer. Convert to a fraction, it's much easier. Okay? Alright, let me pick one more problem. And this time I'm hoping that you guys will let me sleep for next 15 minutes. Meaning I'll give you guys problems, you'll solve it by yourself.
Okay.
I don't sleep in between the classes. I'm just getting optimistic. And one thing that you must be noticing, that whatever I'm doing it step by step. I want you guys to get into the habit of doing things step by step. Otherwise, chance for mistake is more. Okay. Hear the question carefully. This is on ratio. Wei is the name of a gentleman, okay? Somebody probably from China. Wei planted 15 daffodils and 14 day lilies in her garden. Oh, not a gentleman, it's a lady. One else, start that emoji. and hear the question carefully. Wei planted 15 daffodils and 14 daylilies in her garden. Write a ratio to represent the number of daffodils to the total number of flowers in the garden. Wei planted 15 daffodils and 14 daylilies. So I'm keeping, this is for daffodils, this is for daylilies, okay?
Daylilies? What are those?
Flowers?
It's a flower.
Yep.
Oh.
So 15 daffodils and 14 daylilies she planted in her garden. What is the ratio? Write a ratio to represent the number of daffodils to the total number of flowers in the garden. How do you write that? Everybody heard the question, right? This is the number of daffodils she has. This is the number of daylilies she has. We have to write a ratio that represents number of daffodils to the total number of flowers in the form of a ratio. How much that would be? Good job. How about Ayush and Manas? Ayush, try keeping your video on, beta. I feel sometimes.
My mom will talk about that after the class.
What is that?
Oh, my mom will try to fix it after the class.
Okay, but now, so tell me, what is the answer? Did you get the question?
Huh?
Did you get the question? So what is the answer? What is the approach? What is the understanding of the question first? And everybody has to be ready to fight with me, okay? When it comes to math, I want you guys to argue, debate, question, cross question, so that you are very clear about what you are doing, okay? Math is a subject to cherish, not to be scared of. Manas, what's your answer?
Wait, what's the question again?
Not a good question to ask. I was reading the question. Let me read it one more time. Wei planted 15 daffodils and 14 daylilies in her garden. Write.
So, do I have to multiply?
No, hear the question first. So, what is the ratio? Write a ratio that represents the number of daffodils to the total number of flowers in her garden. Yep.
15 ratio 29?
15 over 29, yes, correct.
Oh, wait. Is that 20? I think 14.
No, so 14, when you talk, see again, ratio is nothing but a comparison, right? This is the total number of daffodils, this is the total number of daylilies. It says, write a ratio that appears daffodils and total number of flowers. What is the total number of flowers she has? 15 plus 14, 29. So this is daffodils to total number of flowers. If somebody says daylilies to total number of flowers, that will be 14 over 29. If somebody says daffodils over daylilies, this will be the ratio. Daylily versus daffodils, this will be the ratio. So depending on how and what is to be repeated, we will use this. Okay? So now we have 9 more minutes, and I wanted to quickly check if everybody is mad or everybody is clear about math or not. Meaning if you have a mixed number, you can convert that to a fraction, right? Everybody can do it happily without any problem. Ayush?
Yeah.
If you have a mixed number, 6, 1 over 3, you can convert this to a fraction, right?
Which one?
I'm sorry?
Which fraction do you want?
I'm saying you have a mixed number. I want you to convert this to a fraction. I don't want anything. I want to know whether you know this or not. How much that would be? Ayush?
In an improper?
I'm sorry?
So that's a mixed number. So you're supposed to convert it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's 19 thirds.
19 third? Yeah.
I was gonna say that too.
Okay, so same thing. I'm just checking, okay? I saw a few questions, Ayush, so I was just checking on that. So it's always math. Multiply, add, divide. Multiply these two, add this one, then divide by this. 6 3 18 plus 1 19 by 3. Now you will say this will be improper fraction or proper fraction. No, anything that is a mixed number will convert to a improper fraction only. Because if you have a mixed number, that means your numerator is going to be bigger than denominator always. Okay? So that will be improper fraction. So I saw a couple of questions which were saying that okay, convert this mixed number to improper fraction. Now, the remaining 7 minutes that we have for the class, I want you guys to be ready for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving sale. You have 2 stores. You decided to buy an Adidas shoe, okay? Once, and you selected the model that you want to buy. Store 1 says printed price is $80 and I'm giving 10% discount. Second store says printed price is $90 and I'm giving 15% discount. Where you will buy the shoe? Find it out. Which one is a better deal? Where you will pay less money? Store 1 says my printed price is $80 and I am giving 10% discount. Store 2 says my printed price is $90 but I am giving 15% discount. Which one is a better deal for you?
And then is that Steve number 2?
I'm sorry?
For the next one, what did that say? It says 90 into after how much percent discount?
15%.
Oh, so that's a 75.
No, not 75. 15%. It's not $15 discount.
Wait, so 90 subtracted by 15, correct?
Nope. 90%. Sorry, 15% of 90.
15% of 90.
Use pen and paper, that will help.
Okay.
Ayush, you got the question or you want me to explain the question one more time? So there are 2 stores for the same model, same brand of shoe. Store 1 says my printed price is $80, I'm giving 10% discount. Store 2 says my printed price is $90, but I'm giving 15% discount. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this I'm going to be how much?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry?
I don't understand.
Not a good thing. Not a good sign.
I did my math, but it's just that I'm not too sure. Cause like 15,
No, what whatever you got, you have to tell me. Whether it's correct or not, I'll let you know.
75.
75. How about you, Ayush?
40.
I'm sorry?
40.
40 what?
40%. I mean, 40,000. No.
Okay. Now, this is a very simple problem. Trust me, it will help you in a big way during Thanksgiving. Look at this. Both the places, this one says my printed price is $80, I'm giving 10% discount. So, 10% discount. How much is discount I'm getting here? Is 10% of 80. This is the discount I'm getting.
8.
Which is $8. This one gone. $8. $8 discount I'm getting. So how much I have to pay? 80 minus the discount, which is $72. Okay?
Oh.
Now this guy says my price is 90, but I'm giving 15% discount. So let's figure out how much is the discount.
15%.
Is 15% of 90. So this zero gone. 15 I can write as 5 into 3 and then 9. And then 10 I can write as 5 into 2. This 5 gone. 9 3 are 27 by 2. 27 by 2. That will be 13.5. So my discount amount is $13.5. How much I have to pay? I have to pay 90 minus 13.5. And that becomes 76.5. So if I go for second store where I see a higher discount, I'm still paying more money compared to
I
this.
was close, right?
I'm sorry?
I was close, right?
That is close, but even $5 matter, right? For you guys, it's okay. For people like us, like parents, kids will not think about it, parents do. If I have to pay $5 more for the same thing in store 2, I will rather go to store 1 because that $5 will save for kids. When they grow up, they can use that dollar. Okay?
But I knew for store number 1, it would be a better option.
Yeah, obviously same thing. You are paying $72 and here you are paying $76.5. Why would you pay $4.5 more? Yeah? So that brings us to the end of the class. Again, everybody, what we learned was ratio, rate and percentage. And percentage, I did not teach you guys any formula. If somebody says, find out the formula, you'll say, no, I don't know the formula. I will write this like English. Some percent, 20%, 20 per 100 of a number. Calculate. Yeah? With that being said, we'll disperse here. In the next class, we'll talk a little bit, take few more word problems, and then I'll give you guys some assignment to practice. My assignments are not to get you guys stressed out. It is more for you to practice and make sure that the concept that we learn in the class, you're able to apply that. Okay? Alright? I will let you guys go. Have fun. See you guys again in the class day after tomorrow. Alright, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night.